We have one final thing. We've got all the maneuvers basically that put together. We can do all the various things that we want to do. We put them together in all different kinds of combinations to develop flow, develop relaxation, develop our skill and maneuvers on the horse. The key thing we've got to do now is think in terms of increasing our expectations so that we keep increasing the quality of our horse. We keep asking him for more. We keep asking him to be better. So we're going to collect him, start drawing him up, ask him for some headset, and push him up into that headset a little bit. So basically collection is impulsion. We push from behind and restrict in front. Now if he pulls on our face, we're going to stop him, back him up, make him soften up. But we're going to try to get him more and more collected so we can hold his shoulder up, we can move his hip over. We can do all the different things that we want to do for a Western pleasure horse, for a Western riding horse, for a reiner or whatever, to just keep adding quality to what we're doing with our horse until he really gets soft and relaxed and gets comfortable with everything that we're doing, so that his head will stay in place and we can get the smoothness in the maneuvers that we want. We'll squeeze him right back up into that headset just a little bit and get everything to start flowing together. Now, this mare's got a little bit antsy today because we're doing a lot of stuff on her. If you just let her relax and get quiet, she can be really, really good. So we've got to go back and relax them. When you start asking for high performance, you've got to also go back and relax your horse regularly. When your horse starts getting a little bit nervous, go back and relax. Now, as we increase expectations, we're going to increase some stress in this horse. So, for example, we have kind of set her up, I've held her face and everything in the turnaround, whatever. At some point, I'm going to want to drop my reins loose like this, and I want to ask her to do things on a loose rein. So I'm going to walk her around and just barely pick my rein up and expect her to step across and then ultimately to go into a spin. So what I'm going to do is increase the expectation. Now, when I do this, in everything that we've done, we've started off with real soft, light pressure. Bump, 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 and we get gradually rougher until the horse responds. Now, when you start increasing expectation and you start asking your horse to do the things, what you're saying is, I've given you the cue, now, dadgummit, you need to do it. So we ask the horse to turn around, and if the horse starts wandering up out of the turnaround, this time I'm going to just bump on her a little bit because it's her turn to know this. So I don't have to tell her. I go from basically the cue to punishment immediately instead of cue, prompting, encouragement, and then punishment. So I'm asking her to be better and better, and to do that, I have to get her to respond off that lightest cue and not have to wait for the next cue to come. All right? Same thing with the stop and the turnaround. So if I ask her to do something, I expect her to do it quickly. So when I ask for the stop, whoa, I want her to do it basically without pressure because my expectation has increased. And I want her to turn around without pressure. And she's getting a little bit scared, so I'm going to back her up, soften her back up a little bit. So that I can do everything basically on a light rein. I'm going to ask her for a change of leads. Whoa. And their expectation increases and the quality of movement keeps increasing. Now, if this was a Western pleasure horse, ultimately, see, I want to push her up into that bridle. I want to get a good head set on her. I want to hold her shoulder up. And what I want to do is do that and then drop my hands and have her stay there. So I'm increasing the expectation. I'm not going to hold her face in that position. I'm going to expect it to stay in that position. So I put it in that position, and when it comes out, I pick her back up and push her right back up into it so that put her head where I want it, I hold it there, but ultimately I don't want to have to hold it, I want her to keep it there. That's my expectation. Now, she's not a pleasure horse, so this is a little foreign to her, but ultimately, when she puts her head down where I want it, then I'm going to drop those reins and reward her for giving me what I want her to give me. So we keep increasing our expectation of the horse, and the horse keeps getting better and better. Ultimately, if you always ride your horse like a colt, they'll always act like a colt. If you expect them to be better, they'll keep getting better. But you have to ask them quietly and softly and give them a chance to do it. Once they understand that, then they keep getting better and better. We get a more responsive horse. And the horse looks like you do nothing to him, which is true, but you have to punish them a little bit and be a little aggressive to get them to understand that you expect good things from them. If we do the things in a progressive manner, if we're consistent, we always give them the pressure and release, we keep increasing our expectations, the horse will keep getting better and better. Whether you want to go over fences or do barrel racing or cutting or roping or ride a reining horse, all those things go back to setting your horse up, teaching him the basic maneuvers, teaching him how to handle his body, being consistent with him, and if you put pressure on him and release every time he does something good, he'll keep getting better and better, and as your expectations increase, his quality will increase, and you'll be happier with your horse and with your riding, and be successful with your in the show ring, or trail ride, or whatever you want to do.